Hello friends, it's Angie, and today I am here to do my TBR for March Mystery Madness. Now, this is a little bit of a crazy TBR for me, but I usually read between 12 and 18 books a month, so it is not too far outside the realm of possibility. However, first things first, we are going to start every video for March Mystery Madness with a riddle. I originally saw this idea on Sherilyn Dale's channel. She is a true crime content creator. I love her content. I love her personality. She is amazing, and I will leave her linked in the description below if you are into true crime. But I really liked her idea of a riddle in every video, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and I will tell you guys the solution at the end of the video. Ray Whitcomb was found dead in his office at his desk. The police have narrowed the suspects down to 3 people. Mrs. Barbara Whitcomb, Ray's wife, Mr. Jason Chubbins, Ray's business partner, and Mr. Harold Nichols, Ray's best friend. All 3 visited Ray the day of his murder, but they all provided a reason as to why they were there. Police found Ray with his wristwatch still on his right arm, a torn-up picture of his wife laying on the floor beside the trash can, and an ink pen in his right hand. On the desk, the police found a nameplate, a telephone that was off the hook, and a personal calendar turned to the July 5th page with 7B91011 written on it. After examining this evidence, the police knew who killed Ray. So who was it? So this one was a little tricky for me, and even though I'm going to tell you guys the solution at the end of this video, I still hope you guess before you get there down in the comments. I want to see what you guys think. And now on to the TBR. So during the month of March, several of the hosts for March Mystery Madness will be hosting their own read-alongs. Now, all of the books that they have chosen can be found in the announcements tab of our Discord group, which will be linked in the description below. I'm going to be hosting a read-along, and it is a true crime book. Surprise, surprise. The book I chose is Stalking Claremont, Inside the Hunt for a Serial Killer by Brett Christian. I am getting this from Amazon, so I'll leave the link down in the description. I don't know where else would have it. Maybe the library. You could check there. Over on my true crime channel, I also will be featuring cases from Australia during the month of March, if you're interested in that. I am not pledging one a week. I'm trying my best to do my research right now. But maybe 2 videos for the month of March, really trying here. But if you want to read Stalking Claremont with me, I would love to have you, and we are discussing it in the March Mystery Madness Discord. There is a separate channel, so come over and say hi, and we will discuss the book there. The next group of books I have is for my Read It or Leave It challenge. Now, Read It or Leave It is something that I have been doing for quite a while now. I have limited shelf space, and so every about 2 months or so, I'll go through and reorganize my books just to keep them fresh and rotated and see something that has been there for a really long time or something that I might be on the fence about that will go in the Read It or Leave It pile. And then I'll give myself a certain time frame to read that book or unhaul it. So I've chosen 4 books for the month of March, and they all fit the 2x2 theme. So the first book we have here is Look for Her by Emily Winslow. This has double O's, and it is a police procedural, I believe. An idyllic English village, dark history. A teenage girl has disappeared, and though her body was later discovered, the culprit has never been found. So that one. And then we have one that I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be familiar with. And I haven't seen the movie either, even though this is the movie tie-in edition, but it is Before I Go to Sleep by S.J. Watson. You guys, am I the only one that is over the unreliable narrator trope? I really don't like it, but, you know, I made a pledge to read this book, so we'll see if I can do it. And this has the double E in sleep. I was like, how did it fit a double? There it is. Next is The Perfect Stranger by Megan Miranda. I've never read anything by her, and I've always been curious to try, and this was sitting patiently waiting for me on the shelf. This has MM Megan Miranda, and a creepy log cabin on the front cover. And then the last book in this group reminds me of No Exit and Survive the Night, like a mash between them. It's Don't Turn Around by Jessica Barry. There is a double S in Jessica, and the back just says 322 miles of road, 6 hours, 2 strangers, 1 killer, too many secrets. See what I mean? No Exit, Survive the Night kind of vibes. So while I was pulling those books, I actually found another book that I had not put on my TBR, but it is from the library and I really need to get to it. It looks really good. It is another police procedural, and this one is set in Iceland, you guys. It is called The Darkness by Ragnar Johannesson. Yeah, sorry about that. But yes, I'm going to actually read the cover to you guys. Let's see. Okay. The body of a young Russian woman washes up on a remote Icelandic beach. She came looking for safety, but instead she found a watery grave. A hasty police investigation determines her death as suicide, and the case is quietly closed. When Detective Inspector Hulda Hermannsdottir of the Reykjavik police is forced into early retirement, she is told she can investigate one last cold case of her choice, and she knows which one. The Russian woman whose hope for asylum ended on the dark, cold shore of an unfamiliar country. So that's where we'll leave that one. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just solve a cold case? Like any cold case that you wanted? Yep, I got a couple. Okay, so the rest of my TBR I'm going to run through very quickly. I have been planning my videos for the month of March. Who would have figured? Me planning my videos ahead of time. Aren't you guys proud? I do have 2 video projects, vlogs, whatever you want to call them, that I am working on. One of them is a Sherlock Holmes retelling video. So I have several books for that video. And then I have another one having to do with TikTok. So I'm not quite sure which books I'm going to be reading for either of those quite yet. I have a few ideas, but nothing nailed down. But the rest are pretty much set. So we have Endless Night. This is by Agatha Christie, and it has the double S in Endless. And I'm very excited to read this book. I have heard that it is like no other Christie novel, and I am pumped. I am currently working my way through Hercule Poirot. I'm not very far in yet, but working on it. I'm working on it. To coincide with middle grade March, I did put some middle grades on my TBR. And the first category is 2 books that got me into reading when I was a kid. So we have The Boxcar Children and Encyclopedia Brown. Some middle grades with double letters are Book Scavenger, Murder is Bad Manners, and Green Glass House. And then a middle grade that I have owned for longer than 2 years is The Mysterious Benedict Society. And like I mentioned, I am reading for my Sherlock video as well as the TikTok video. And I just realized I am actually currently working on another project, and that is a podcast chooses my TBR. Most of these books fit with the 2x2 theme. Not all of them, but some. Some are a repeat author. Most, I believe, have a double letter or some sort like that. I don't believe anything has double or twin in the title. It didn't look out in that way, but we're going to fit it. We're going to make it work, you guys. I want to know what you guys are planning to read during the month. If you have made a TBR video, please go ahead and let me know in the comments so I can go watch it, and I cannot wait to read with you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and now let's get to the answer for our riddle. So as a reminder, Ray is found dead at his desk, and the police find a nameplate, a telephone that was off the hook, and a personal calendar turned to July 5th with 7B91011 written on it. And the suspects are his wife, Barbara, his business partner, Jason, and his best friend, Harold. So who done it? Are you guys ready? It was Jason, Ray's business partner. The calendar was actually the clue to solving this murder. The police realized that since Ray was wearing his watch on his right arm, he must have been left-handed. realizing that the number on the calendar was written in a hurry and with his opposite hand, police matched the written number with the months of the year. So the B was actually an 8, thereby giving us 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, July, August, September, October, November, which spells out Jason. Did you guys get it? I want to know. I'm so curious. That was such a tricky one for me. I didn't even think of the months at first. Anyway, if you guys like the riddle and want to see them in future videos, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!